Hello, my dear students. Hope all of you are doing well and maintaining good health. I am Dr Smrutirekha and I welcome you all to Etuson, Education for Better Tomorrow. It's a digital learning platform for Odia and English medium students. If you believe in quality education, then you are in the right platform. As in Etuson, we provide quality education which will definitely help you to build your career. Then what are you waiting for? Please download the eTuition app and enroll yourself so that you can avail all the facilities at your fingertips. So students, without wasting much time, let us start today's class. Today we are going to learn how to find out the cube root. Let us start then. So if the volume of a cube is 125 centimeter cube, what would be the length of its side? To get the length of its side of the cube, we need to know a number whose cube is 125. Correct or not? So because we know the volume of the cube is given by what? It is given by length. So volume of the cube is given by, let me write here, volume of the cube is given by its length into breadth into height, right? As we know, in case of a cube, length is equal to breadth is equal to height. So we can write A into A, considering A as side of the cube. A will give you the volume of cube. Correct or not? So that means volume of cube will be a to the power 3, that is a cube. So in order to find out the side of the cube, you need to find out a number whose cube is equal to 125 here, right? So finding the square root, as you know, is the inverse operation of squaring. So this we have learned in the previous exercise. Correct or not? Similarly, finding the cube root is the inverse operation of finding cube. We know that 2 cube is equal to 8, right? We know 2 cube is equal to 8. So we say that cube root of 8 is equal to 2. Cube root of 8 is equal to 2. So we write it as cube root of 3 is equal to 2. Okay, so this is how it is written. So it is similar to, the symbol is similar to square, but you have to write 3 over here to represent it as cube root. So the symbol cube root is denoted like this. Okay children, hope you have understood. Okay, so now let us learn the cube and cube root of number from 1 to 10. As we know, 1 cube is equal to 1. So, the cube root of 1 will be given by 1, as cube of 1 is 1. So, the inverse of it, that is cube root of 1, will be 1. Cube root of 8, because cube of 2 is equal to 8. So, cube root of 8 will be equal to 2. Similarly, cube root of 3 will be equal to cube root of 3 cube, that is equal to 27. So, cube root of 27 is equal to 3. 4 cube is equal to 64, because we know that 4 into 4 into 4 is 64. So, inverse of it, that is cube root of 64 will be equal to 4. Right? Now, 5 cube, so that is 5 into 5 into 5 is equal to 125. Inverse of it, cube root of 125 is equal to 5. Correct? Now, 6 cube is equal to 6 into 6 into 6. Correct or not? And the answer is 216. So, cube root of 216 is 6. Okay. 7 cube is equal to 343. So, cube root of 343 will be equal to 7. 8 cube is equal to 512, and the inverse of this, that is cube root of 512 will be equal to 8. 9 cube is equal to 729. So cube root of 729 will be equal to 9. 10 cube is equal to 1000. So cube root of 1000 will be equal to 10. Now one more thing you have to observe here. As you can see here, cube root of the number or is what? Here you can see the pattern over here. Cube of number is 1. You have to observe the unit digit because it will help you to find out the cube root also. So if it is a 1, you have 1 at its units place in the cube. If you have 2, you have 8 at its units place. If you have 3, you have 7 at its unit place. If you have 4, you have 4 at its units place. If you have 5, you have 5 at its units place. 6, you have 6 at its units place. 7, you have 3 at its unit place. 8, you have 2 at its units place of the cube. 9, you have 9 at its unit place. And if it is 0, of course it is 0 at its unit place. So this you need to remember because this will help you to find out the cube root also. Okay children, so at least you remember the cube and cube root from number 1 to number 10 because it will help you for the bigger calculation. Okay children, so now let us find out how to find out the cube root through prime factorization method. So we are going to learn how to find out the cube root of a number through prime factorization method. So if you remember in square root also what we did, we first found out the prime factors of the number. Then we had arranged it in a group of 2 and from the group of 2 we had taken one number each to find out the square root. So only difference you will find out here is instead of forming a group of 2, you have to form a group of 3. So let us learn how we can find out the cube root of a number by prime factorization number. So here your number is 3375, 3375. Correct? So I'll write the number and we are going to find out the prime factors of it. So let us check whether the number is divisible by 3 or not. So 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 7 is 13, 13 plus 5 is 18. Yes, the number is divisible by 3. So we can take 3 over here. So you will get 1, 1, 2, 5. Again the number is divisible by 3. So you get 3, 7, 5. Again the number is divisible by 3. You get 125. Now you can take 5 as prime factor. You get 25. Then 5 and 5. Now let us write down the prime factors of the number 3375, which is nothing but equal to 3 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 5 into 5. Correct? Now you have to form a group of 3 of the different factors. So as you can see here, you can form a group of 3 for the factor 3 and also you can form a group of 3 for factor 5 also. Now in order to find out the cube root of 3375, so this is the symbol cube root. What you have to take is, you have to take one number from each group. So from this group of 3, you have to take 3. From this group of 5, you have to take only 5. So your cube root of the number is given as 15. It's easy, right? So this is how you can find out the cube root of a number by prime factorization method. Correct, children? So now let us take one more example to understand it in a better way. So we have taken the number 8000. Okay. So let us find out the prime factors of it. So divided by 2, you get 4000. Divided by 2, you get 2000. Divided by 2, you get 1000. Divided by 2, you get 500. Divided by 2, you get 250. Divided by 2, you get 125, then 5, then 25. By 5, you get 5. So let us write down the prime factors of it. So it is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 into 5. What next? You have to form the group of 3. So here one group, second group and the third group. So while finding out the cube root of this number, so this is the symbol. So what you have to take? You have to take one number from each group. So that is 2 from this group you have taken, 2 from the second group you have taken and 5 from the third group you have taken. So what is your answer then? So the answer is 20. So the cube root of 8000 is 20. Correct or not? So now let us take one more example. Find the cube root of 13824 by prime factorization method. So first we need to find out the prime factors again. So divided by 2, you get 6912. Divided by 2, you get 3456. Divided by 2, you get 1728. Divided by 2, you get 864. Divided by 2, you get 432. Divided by 2, you get 216. Divided by 2, you get 108. Divided by 2, you get 54. Divided by 2, you get 27. Then 3, you get 9. 3, you get 3. Correct or not? So now let us write down the prime factors of the number. So this is equal to 2 into 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 3 into 3 into 3. What next? So you have to form group of 3. So first group, second group, third group and the fourth group. Correct? So while finding out the cube root of the number, you have to take one number from each group. So you take from the first group you took 2, from the second group you took 2, from the third group you took another 2 and the fourth group you took 3. So it is 8 into 3 and your answer is 24. Correct or not? Right? So now I hope you have understood how to find out the cube root of a number by prime factorization method. Okay? So now let us learn how to find out the cube root of a number by another method. So if you know that given number is a cube number, so this holds good only when the number is a perfect cube number. Okay. So for example, take any cube number, say 857375 and start making the group of 3 digits starting from the rightmost digit of the number. So in this case, as you can see, the rightmost number is 5 here, which is at the units place. So you have formed the group of 3 starting from this number. Remember, starting from the units place, you have to form the group. So 1, 2, 3. So this is first group. Then the remaining number will form the second group. So that is how you have formed a group of 375 and group of 857. Now, we can estimate the cube root of a given cube number through a step-by-step process. We get 375 and 857 as two groups of 3 digits each. What next? Now, consider the first group, that is 375. Now observe the number at its units place. What do you find? You find 5 at its units place, right? So as we have 5 at its units place, and we know that only when you have 5 as units place in a number, then only you will get 5 at its units place in case of the cube of the number. So that's why if the number 375 ends with 5, we know that 5 comes at the units place of a number only when its cube root ends in 5. So we get 5 at the units place of the cube root. So your units place of the number is 5. Okay. So now we will consider the second group, which is 857. Now you remember, I have told you to remember the cube of the numbers starting from 1 to 10. Correct or not? This will help you here. How? Let us learn. Now this number 857 lies between cube of the number 9 cube and 10 cube. As we know, 9 cube is equal to 729, 10 cube is equal to 1000, and this number 857, it lies between 729 and 1000. So we take the ones place of the smallest number, that is 729, as the tens place of the required cube root. Okay, we take what? We take the ones place of the smallest number. So ones place, so you have 729. So ones place of the smallest number as the tens place of the required number. So your cube root of the given number is equal to 95. Correct children? Hope you have understood. This will be clear if we will take one more example. Okay. So first what we have to do? We have to form group, right? So you have 1, 7, 5, 7, 6. So your first group is what? 576. And your second group is what? It is 017, or you can take it as 17. So now considering your 576. So if you have 576, which number, if you take the at its unit place, then in the cube of the number you will get 6. Of course it is 6, right? If it is 6, because we know 6 cube is 260, right? So you get 6 at its units place. So you can take the unit place of the required cube root as 6. So your ones place has been determined. So your units place has been determined, that is 6. Now come to the second group. Now second group is you have number 17. Now you know that 2 cube is equal to 8 and 3 cube is equal to 27, right? So now this number 17, it lies between 8 and 27. Correct or not? 8 and 27. Right? So from this, the smallest number is what? The smallest number is 2. Right? The smallest number is 2 cube. Right? So 2 cube is in between. Your 17 is in between 2 cube and 3 cube. So you have to consider the smallest number. So in the smallest number, what you have at its units place? You have number 2. So what is the cube root of the number then? So the cube root of the number 17576 is equal to 26 is equal to 26. Hope you have understood, children. So with this we have learned how to find out the cube root of the number. Thank you so much for your patient hearing. Hope you have liked this video. Please subscribe our channel and don't forget to download the Etuson app. You can follow us in YouTube, Instagram and Twitter. Okay children, take care and keep practicing.